What's up you guys, I'm your girl Bevlyn and welcome back to the channel. As you can see by the title of the video, today we're going to be talking about how to become a CA, a chartered accountant. I'm currently in Namibia, so I will be getting the CA NAM qualification. If you're in Zimbabwe, it will be CAZ. If you are in South Africa, it will be CASA. So if you want to become a CA and you're confused as to how it works, or you're already on the journey and you don't know what's the next step that you're going to have to go through, then this video is for you. I will be focusing on the CA route, not ACA, not SIMA. Those are also options way of you to be able to become a chartered accountant, but I'm not well versed in them, so I will not be talking about them. So I'll be talking about things like SICA, ICANN, and ICAS. Before we get into this video, please do subscribe to this channel if you're new here. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate your support, and I hope you stay and watch this video. Please also like this video and leave a comment down below. It really helps me reach a larger audience, and I would really appreciate that.
When life becomes a trip, pack a bra, get a grip. So when the cup runneth over, the fam will get to sip. Yeah.
So you have two options. It's either you go to university and get your undergraduate degree and your postgraduate degree and then go do your article, or go straight from high school and do your article. I mean, both options have their advantages and disadvantages. Going straight to doing your articles from high school, you're fresh from high school and you'll be juggling work and academics. The advantage of this route is you're doing your school and you're also doing your articles at the same time. So basically killing two birds with one stone. Yeah, that's the phrase. The main disadvantage, of course, is it's a lot to take in. You are young, you are trying to balance school, you're trying to balance your articles, you are getting into adulthood, and you just have so much responsibility being handed over to you at this point in time. The university route is pretty straightforward. You do your undergrad, then you do your postgraduate degree. In Zimbabwe, you're looking at about 4 years of doing your degree before you can actually do the postgrad qualification. And then in Namibia and South Africa, it's pretty similar. It's about a 3-year degree undergrad, and then you do your 1-year postgraduate. When you get to the postgraduate stage, many universities have different names for it. For instance, postgraduate diploma in accounting, honors in accounting, but it equates to the same thing, which is a certificate in theory of accounting. The institutes in Namibia and Zimbabwe really do not set their own exams. They rely on the South African one, and then they sort of tailor it to fit things like tax legislation in Zimbabwe or tax legislation in Namibia, to make it applicable and more relevant to the country. But the South African Institute ultimately sets the syllabus and the rest of the things. Articles are part and parcel of you becoming a chartered accountant. You cannot become a chartered accountant if you do not do your article. So it usually takes 3 years for you to complete your article. In those 3 years, you have to work a minimum of 3,600 hours, which is 1,200 hours in a year. And at the same time, you also need to achieve your competencies. The competencies are easily achievable from the work you do on an audit, or if you're not in audit, the work that you do for whatever company that you're working for to get your articles. Depending on where you're doing your articles, you'll be able to sign off your competencies as and when you would demonstrate that you are competent at whatever thing that you are supposed to demonstrate. An example of a competency can be, can you lead a meeting? Can you do a cash flow properly? Can you evaluate income tax returns? All that jazz. There's just a bunch of them, but those are just a few examples. So there are two options for you to be able to do your articles. There's top and tip. Tip is training inside public practice, which is normally like your audit firms, and then top is training outside of public practice. So top is like the financial management route that offers CAs an option to do their articles outside the public practice. Top and tip, you actually have to make sure that your governing body actually recognizes whatever company you're going to be working for to get your articles, because if they don't, then you might have wasted your 3 years. Naturally, if you've done your articles straight from high school, by the time you're done with your undergrad and your postgrad, you're also done with your articles. So now we can look at the academic side of things. whether you go straight from high school or straight to university, you have to have your postgraduate and your undergraduate degree. There are different names for the bachelor's degree depending on the university that you go to. You just have to make sure that you're on the right track and getting the right degree for you to be able to go the chartered accountancy route. After you're done with your postgraduate, which is generally known as your certificate in theory of accounting, CTA, you will be able to now write your first board exam, which is called the ITC, the initial test of competency. For the ITC, you have 6 attempts, 2 in a year, normally written in January and in June. If you don't make it in those 6 attempts, you have to go back to your CTA, unfortunately, like the most ghetto stuff I know. Next, you will have your second and final board exam, which is the APC, the Assessment of Professional Competency. The APC is normally written in December. There's only 1 attempt in the year. I don't think there's any limits for the attempts that you can take. For the APC, I think for the ITC, that's where it has a limit and then you have to go back. But for the APC, I am not aware of any limits. It is normally written at the beginning of December, but because of COVID, the dates have been changing. So this board exam has 3 prerequisites before you can qualify to write for it. So the first prerequisite is obviously you having passed your ITC, and you should have worked or done your articles for at least 18 months. And lastly, you should have passed a preparatory course called the APT, which you do 9 months before the APC. So during like April till December, you are doing what is called the APT, which is just a preparatory course that helps you prepare for the APC exam. If you've gone straight to your articles, I mean, as soon as you get your ITC, you'll be able to write your APC because you would have qualified for all those things. You would have worked for 18 months, you would have had your postgrad. If you took the university route, your 18 months are usually like in your second year. So if you have your ITC and you have done your 18 months in your second year, you are definitely eligible to write APC in December of your second year. So after your articles are signed off and you have your APC board exam in the bag, you are now eligible to register as a CASA, CA-NAM, CAZ. It's really like a long and gruesome journey despite which route you take from high school. But at the end of the day, it will end with that designation, Chartered Accountancy, CASA, CA-NAM, CAZ, whatever it may be, it will end in that. So please do your research and see what the best option is for you. I mean, there are disadvantages and advantages for both routes, so see which one best suits you and your circumstances. I hope this video was helpful to someone and I do hope you enjoyed it. Please do leave a comment down below. I would love to interact with you guys and I would love to hear your feedback on my videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.